Yo, what's going on, guys? This is your boy Trillionaire Mac. Welcome back to another video. So in this video, we're going to be breaking down a quick 5% trade that I took on GBPUSD. It was just a really good move. Nothing too complicated about it. Very straightforward. But I did want to break it down for those individuals who do ask me, hey Mac, is there a certain percentage that you do target every single trade that you aim for? Is there a percentage return that you look for every single trade? And this is a fantastic example of what I look for and why I look for that certain percentage to take place every single trade. All right, so I'm going to drop a lot of gems on you guys throughout this video. I'm going to try to do this in one take for you guys. Hope you all enjoy. I know the YouTube schedule has been a little different in the month of December, but no worries. I will still be uploading content through December. It will just be tuned back just a little. All right, regular schedule coming back in January. Super excited for it. With that being said, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not already a part of the YouTube family. Leave a like on this video if you enjoy the breakdown and if you find some value within the information that I'm going to go over. And also hit that bell notification icon to be updated whenever I upload a new video. With that being said, let's go ahead and get right into it. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to contact me on Instagram, Telegram, or in the comments down below. Let's get it. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this breakdown. So this trade right here was based around the 2-hour time frame. All right, I don't really use the 2-hour time frame all too much, but sometimes I do, especially when we get a pretty clean move like the one we have here. Okay, so what I was looking at in this case was the main fact that we do see that price consolidates a little bit within this range, okay, meaning that we have this low here, this high here, this low here that was still internal, okay, still did not break below this area here. Okay, then we have this high that comes up here. All right, on the lower time frame, we do have some type of candlestick body closure above this area. On the 2-hour time frame, however, we just have wicks that trade above this area. So overall, we're seeing that we are overall creating relatively equal highs and relatively equal lows within this area. And then all of a sudden, price pushes to the downside with a nice impulse move to the downside, stemming from this area here. Okay, so for those of you who have watched my order block content on how I find my order blocks and things like that, you guys can definitely use that type of information to take trades just like this one. Okay, now of course within those videos, I don't go over all of my confluences that I look for. All right, that's going to be saved for my mentorship students as well as my course students. Links are all in the description down below. All right, but this is something that the people a part of my Telegram trading community were able to take advantage of beforehand, where I told you guys that I would be looking for my entry on the M12 time frame once we tapped back into 1.33460. Okay, giving you guys my entry schematic on the M12 time frame to take advantage of. All right, so let's go ahead and head to the M12 time frame once price actually taps into this region here. So we'll go ahead and drop this highlighter here. Okay, and then we'll go to the M12 time frame and look at how price reacts to this level. All right, so now that we are on the M12 time frame, let's go over this entire setup as it relates to entry. So based on how I find my valid zone on the higher time frame, we can see that this here is the valid zone that we wanted price to trade into. Okay, and now we're just simply looking for our valid entry using the confluences that are taught within the institutional trading course as well as taught to my mentorship students. So here we can see overall relatively equal highs. All right, now with relatively equal highs, I don't necessarily need price to come back to the exact same price point. I just need price to come to a relative high area and then give me some type of rejection. So we can see that price pushes to the upside here, then we have a rejection wick. We can see price pushes to the upside here, another rejection wick. We can see it happen again here, and we can see it happening again here before price trades completely through. Okay, so that is what I'm looking for when I am first looking for a liquidity sweep, okay, within the market. So after we see that liquidity sweep and price tap into our higher time frame valid zone. Now remember guys, the confluences that we go over for my entry, okay, you can only apply these confluences in order, okay, which means you can't just look for an entry anywhere in the market. Okay, you have to wait on certain things to take place on the higher time frame before you then go to the lower time frame and look to actually enter some type of trade. Okay, because I did have a couple of YouTubers or a couple of subscribers on YouTube contact me and ask me, you know, if they can look for you know, the pattern that I go over for my entries, if they can just take entries off of that and look for them anywhere. And the answer to that is no. Okay, you will not be happy with the results that come from that. All right, so be sure that you guys are taking things slow, going in order, and if you need further assistance with improving your efficiency and effectiveness on the charts, as always, feel free to contact me and I definitely have you covered. All right, so we can see right here, okay, essentially we have some type of demand within this area here. Okay, we know that we have some type of demand here because price trades into this area, and then we have multiple rejections of price obviously trying to push back to the upside. Now, price could not push to the upside simply because demand came into the market within these regions here, okay, which allowed us to take an entry on price. Okay, so with this model here, I simply just waited for a transition of or demand being in control, excuse me, to the switch of now supply being in control. So we can see that we have our sweep of liquidity here with this push to the upside. Okay, price pushes to the downside, gives us our change of market structure. Okay, that nice push to the downside. Before we create that change of market structure, right, price pushes into demand. We push to the upside, we create a failed reaction here, and then price takes out that failed reaction, giving us a low here. All right, so essentially I took my entry once price traded back into the supply that was responsible for this demand failure here. Okay, risked around 10 pips on this trade, and target was around 50 pips. All right, my first target was actually here, to be honest with you guys. All right, it was actually here for around 3.75%. All right, that's not a lot of pips whatsoever. All right, to be honest with you guys, it's very, very low as it relates to risk to reward. All right, but as most of you guys know, most of the time you can go for 5% without even thinking twice. Right, those of you that are within the Telegram trading community, link is in the description if you would like to join my trading community. You guys know that most all of our trades hit at least 5%. Okay, and for those of you who do to just target 5% and get out of the market, you guys are very, very happy with the profit that you've been receiving, with the consistency that you've been receiving, and honestly, I'm just glad that I'm able to provide value for you guys. Now, I have a couple of announcements for you guys. Wednesday, we will be doing a live streaming session on YouTube. Essentially, I will be clearing all of my charts on all the assets that I trade, and we will be breaking each of those down. I won't be saying anything on the actual live stream. Okay, I will be on mute, but I will have my students on the other end, and essentially you guys can watch me break down the charts while talking to my students, but you won't hear anything at all. All right, but it will be helpful as it relates to what I'm expecting the market to do and things like that. So you guys can feel free to tune in on Wednesday. There should be some type of premiere or something like that to notify you guys about that. So if you want to be notified about that, be sure to hit that bell notification icon so you can be updated when I do go live and things like that. All right, more than likely it will be Wednesday morning. All right, I'm kind of excited about it. I've never done this before. If you guys want to tune in and ask me questions, you guys can feel free to do that. Maybe I'll come off of mute, answer some questions, things like that. If you guys want me to go over a specific pair, okay, then I will, I'll let you guys know when you guys can drop those within the chat as well, and I can analyze your pair, show you what I'm seeing on your pair as it relates to the concepts that I trade. All right, with that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for all the love. Peace out.